Okay, let's just skip the categories today and make it a quick review. Now, I had mixed feelings going to The Losers. While I did like the trailer, I thought it was a nice alternative to the A-Team. Even though I'm still very much looking forward to that, it looked like a lot of dumb fun, but still I had my doubts. But it did turn out to be very enjoyable. The movie's nothing miraculous and nothing we haven't seen before, and it knows that, and it doesn't try to do too much with the story, and that's probably why it works so well. There are a couple of twists and turns throughout the plot that I didn't exactly feel. It is definitely redeemed through other parts. It does work its over-the-topness very well because it doesn't take itself too seriously, and that's probably why it excels so well, because it really knows it's stupid and it continues on anyway. I think the cast does do a well enough job of creating a feel for their emotions and what they're feeling, so you do care about each individual character and what they've been through, so you can kind of feel the vengeance and the adrenaline towards the movie. So Saldana is definitely proving that she's a well-driven action star, and her character is definitely a good one. Not amazingly written, but alright. She has a romantic image with Jeffrey Dean Morgan's character, which isn't exactly necessary, but it didn't really hurt the film. Only thing that I really don't like about this movie, because the dialogue is forgiven, because it doesn't need to be all that amazing. The story's alright, it just got the movie where it needed to be, and that's all. But the villain, the person who you're supposed to hate, is completely obnoxious and annoying and not at all intimidating. He's horribly acted, horribly written, and this just tanks the movie every scene he's in. Luckily, he doesn't have that many scenes, but still. By Jason Patric, he's a James Bond villain gone horribly wrong. Complete with deformity and all. Now, the way he's written, you're never sure if he's joking or what he's trying to do is serious, and his whole backstory is horrible. One of the most unnecessary scenes I've seen in a long time was an implosion twister swirl of an island that just gets destroyed, and I was sitting there and be like, no, it's not real, it's a video game, he's dreaming or something, trying to come up with an excuse. But seriously, it is unnecessary, it's more over the top than anything else in the movie, and it just didn't need to happen because it does not come up really again in the movie. They mention why they need it, but there is absolutely no reason for it. They definitely could have written his evil motivation a lot better to make it work with everything else. Jeffrey Dean Morgan actually does a very good job here. No matter what movie he's in, if it's good or bad, I think he's very well acted, and he does a very good job with his character. Even though it was kind of awkward seeing it with Zoe Saldana at times. Chris Evans definitely gives a standout performance here. He is fantastic. He plays a lot like his Fantastic Four character, but I think he really just does a fantastically charming job with this movie. The losers themselves are all just completely badass and awesome, and they are, as I said, charming. The rest of the cast, Oscar Jaenada, Columbus Short, and Idris Elba, all do fantastic jobs, definitely support the movie well. If it wasn't for the villain and some minor writing flaws, I definitely think this movie is extremely fun. It is all it sets out to be, and does it better than most average crappy action movies. But I'll just give it an 8. It is a fun movie. Just go check it out. There are some bad scenes, but they are definitely redeemed. It's a lot of fun. They do kind of leave it open for a sequel, which I'm not so sure about, because number one, I do want to see if there was a sequel a different direction, which I don't think they're going to take with the whole villains and everything. And secondly, the money it's been making probably will not warrant a sequel, but yes, check this movie out. It is definitely more deserving than Backup Plan with Jennifer Lopez.